Year 3. Hallo, guten Morgen, or guten Tag. Lesson 7. We're looking at finding the total cost of things that we buy, and then once we found out those costs, we're going to work out the change. All right, it's moving on from yesterday, though. It's slightly more challenging. So again, we're going to run through an example, and then you guys are going to solve some by yourselves. So for our example, we're buying sweets for 65 pence, a drink for £1.20, and a gobstopper for 37p. And the question is asking, how much change do you get if you pay with a £5 note? Well, just like yesterday, before we know how much change we're going to get, we need to work out how much money we're spending. So I need to add together 65p, and I'm going to turn it into pounds and pence, like so. My drink, which is £1.20. Remember, I'm putting everything in the correct column. It's really important. And the last one, again, I'm going to turn my 37p into £0 because there's no pounds, and there's my pence. So I need to add all those together. So if I add my pence column, my units of pence first, I've got 5, 0 and 7. So my cost, okay, was £2.22. That's how much I've spent. So again, some of you might be able to do this mentally now, which is fantastic. If you can't, then again, we need to count on from £2.22 all the way to £5. So I'm going to do my first jump, which is going to take me to my next whole 10, which is £2.30, and I've added on 8p. From my pence, then I'm going to go up to my next whole pound, which is £3, and I've added on 70p. And my last jump takes me from £3 to £5, which was £2. So if I add those together, I get £2.78p. And that's my change. All right, so there's a couple of steps, aren't there, to solving these. The first step is to work out how much money you spent, like I did here. And then once you've worked out how much money you've spent, count on up to £5. And that'll tell you how much change you get. So, the only thing to make you aware of with these is you can see the first two questions, A and B, you're paying with a £5 note. The last two, C and D, you're paying with a £10 note. So rather than counting on up to £5 to get your change, for the last two, you need to count up to £10. Okay, so again, you need to pause the screen now, solve the problems, and then press play when you're ready to go through the answers. Okay, fab. So I'm going to go down now. I've already set everything up. Okay. So you can see that for each of them, A, B, C, and D, I've set out a column addition for each one to work out how much I spent. So if we do the first one, which is A, I spent £2.31. So my change, I need to count up from this figure up to £5. So my change is £2.69 for the first one. And surprise, surprise, £2.31 and £2.69 added together give me £5. That's how I know it's right. So the next one, which is B, if we go across, I spent £3.35. How much change from a £5 note would be £1.65. And then the last two, C, my bill came to £7.43. So what do I add on to that to get up to £10? I add on £2.57. And then the last one, okay, I spent £5.04p. So if I count up to £10 to work out my change, I get £4.96. So there are my four answers. A was £2.69. B was £1.65. C was £2.57. And D was £4.96. Well done if you got those right. I look forward to seeing you tomorrow.